Welcome to Vigyan Shala's long explanation video of Bonku Babu's friend. So, those of you who have joined today for the first time, you can click on the button and see part 1 and part 2 of this chapter. It's quite a long chapter, and we are taking our time to get it clear. And so, let us move ahead. Till now, I'll give you a very short summary. Till now, what happened? Till now, we got to know that Bonku Bihari Datta is a school teacher. He is very timid and shy, but very humble. And we find that he is a teacher in Kankurgachi village, and he teaches Bengali and geography. And we find that all his students, his friends, they make a lot of fun of him, and it is very hard for him to endure. But by and by, he one by one his days pass by, and there is one day when he really gets angry with the way he has been pranked upon by his friends, and the way they made jokes of him at a meeting at Shripati Babu's house. And then we find that in a very rage and upsetting way, he gets out from that meeting, and he goes and he's walking towards his home when he feels that there is a strange silence. And to understand that, he was just wondering and looking here and there when he sees a glow of pink light. And as he moves towards the source of the pink light, he finds that there is a spaceship. And then he meets with an alien who has visited from the planet Cranius. His name is Ang. He's 833 years old, and he shows Bonku Babu some really amazing and wondrous things. Like through a tube, he shows him places like Brazil and North Pole, various animals, and he proves that the people, the aliens, the creatures of Cranius planet are much more developed than humans. And after that, we are going to read and understand here. Today, this chapter is going to be over. The explanation is going to be over. After that, I'm going to make a summary video of this chapter. Also, I'll be making some question answer video as well for this chapter. Some questions which are prone to be asked in multiple choice as multiple choice questions. So we will complete the whole thing. Okay, moving on. So now, do you believe? I hope all of you have got the book Treasure Chest, and you should open it with you should keep it with you, and as I read, you should also read and understand what is going on. You can mark, you can write the meanings of those words which will come, and I'll be explaining the meanings of them. So page number 80, let's start. Now, do you believe that we are superior? Ang is asking Bonku Babu, now after experiencing all these things that I have shown you, do you believe that the creatures of Cranius are more superior than the humans? Ang wanted to know. He was very curious. Bonku Babu ran his tongue over his parched lips. Because of this experience, his mouth had dried up. It was so wondrous, okay, that his mouth was dried up. And parched means very dry. So when our lips dry out, what we do? We just lick it through by our tongue. Sorry. So he did the same thing, and he answered yes. Oh yes, certainly, of course. He croaked. Very well, look, I have been observing you. Ang said to Bonku Babu that I have been observing you since the time we have met, and I have examined your arms and legs. He had touched, if you remember, he had touched his arms and legs, that how do they feel. You belong to a much inferior species. You are very inferior to the creatures of Cranius. There is no doubt about that. It is not doubtful. However, as human beings go, you are not too bad. Means you are a good human being. You are a nice human being. I mean, you are a good man. But you have a major fault. But there is a big fault in your personality. You are much too meek and mild. Meek and mild means very gentle, overly humble. That is why you have made so little progress in your life. You know, since you should have a boldness, a bravery in your personality, then only you are able to move in your life, progress in your life, and that is why you have not progressed in your life, because you are very overly meek and humble. You must always speak against injustice. Wherever there is injustice, you should speak against it and protest if anyone hurts or insults you without any provocation. Provocation means तुम्हें किसी ने अगर तुमने किसी को provoke नहीं किया है, उत्साहित नहीं किया, और उसके बाद भी then also somebody is hurting you, you should stand against it. To take things quietly is wrong, not just for man, but for any creature anywhere. Aang is telling him that if you are enduring all the wrong things, it is not only wrong for humans, but it is also wrong for any other creature that might be in any other place of the universe. Anyway, it was nice to have met you, although I wasn't really supposed to be here in this time, he said, because he wanted to go to Pluto. Right, we have found in the last two parts that Aang wanted to go to Pluto, but he landed on Earth. So he is saying that it was weird that I landed here. I was not supposed to be here, but I must go back. There is no point in wasting more time on your Earth. I had better go. Goodbye, Mr. Aang. I'm very glad to have made your. Only this much he was able to say, Mr. Bonko Bihari, only this much he said, that goodbye, Mr. Aang, and it was very nice to meet you. It was very nice to have made your acquaintance. But what happened? Before that only, Aang leaped into his UFO, and in a second or so he had vanished. Bonko Babu could not complete his sentence. In less than a second, almost before he could grasp what was happening, Aang had leapt into his spaceship and had risen over Poncha Ghosh's bamboo grove. Then he vanished completely. Bonko Babu realized that the crickets had started chirping again. So if you remember, in the beginning he had understood this only, that the crickets were not chirping. So as the UFO left the earth, went into the air, the crickets started chirping again. It was really quite late. All this time when Bonko Babu was talking to Aang and he was searching for the pink light source and all that, it became more and more late at night. Bonko Babu resumed walking towards his home. Now Bonko Babu went home again. His mind still in a wondrous haze. Wondrous haze means he was amazed, and he was not able to quietly captivate the magical experience that he had. So he was still in the trance of that experience. Slowly, the full implications of the recent events began to sink in. Implications means the result, the consequences, why something had happened. So that became more and more clear to Bonko Babu. A man. No. It was not a man, it was an Aang. Like we say human, Bonko Bihari is saying that it was Aang. So it was an Aang, had come here from some unknown planet and spoken to him. It was very weird for him. How extraordinary, it is not an ordinary thing that can happen now, meeting with an alien. So that is what he is thinking, that such an extraordinary thing has happened for me. How completely incredible. Incredible means unbelievable. It cannot be believed that something like this has happened, something like this has been experienced by me. There were billions and billions of people in the world. Of course, there are many people in the world. But who got the chance to have this wondrous experience? Among so many billions of people in the world, only I had the chance to meet an alien. Bonko Bihari Datta, teacher of geography and Bengali in the Kankurgachi village primary school. He's announcing to himself, I am the only person, a Bengali teacher, a geography teacher of Kankurgachi village primary school. A primary school in a village. I had the opportunity to experience this. From today, at least in this particular matter, he was unique. He was feeling it that I am unique in this particular matter, in this particular topic, in the whole wide world, and not in just the village, but actually in the whole world. He was the only person who has had met a an alien. Sorry. Bongo Babu realized that he was no longer walking. He realized that he was not walking with a spring in his step. He was actually dancing. जैसे आप जब बहुत खुश होते हैं तो कैसे उछल उछल के चलते हैं, तो वैसे ही वो डांस करते हुए चल रहे थे. The next day was a Sunday. It was a Sunday the next day. Everyone had turned up for their usual meeting at Shripati Babu's home. His friend Shripati Babu's home. Like every weekend evenings they used to meet. So same meeting was there on the next day. There was a report in the local paper about a strange light. As there have been some more reports in the past, so another report came in. But it was only a small report. A very small report came up. This light had been seen by a handful of people in only 2 places in Bengal. So in Bengal, many other people had reported to have seen the light. So only a handful. Handful means around 5-6 people were had only reported that they had seen strange light in the sky. It was therefore being put in the same category as sightings of flying saucers. Flying saucers means what? Flying UFOs, right? So it was put in the same category. Tonight, Poncha Ghosh was also present at the meeting. Poncha Ghosh, in whose field the UFO had landed, Ang had landed, in the same person, the owner of that field, was also present in the meeting that day. Tonight, Poncha Ghosh was also present at the meeting. He was talking about his bamboo grove. All the bamboos around the pond in the middle of the wood had lost all their leaves. So he did not know, but since the UFO had landed, so all the bamboo plants around the pond, because he had landed on the pond only, right? So all the bamboo trees, they had shed their leaves completely. Okay. It was not unusual for leaves to drop off in winter, but for so many plants to become totally bare overnight was certainly a remarkable occurrence. Okay, so it was quite common that in the winter season, the month was December, if you remember. So in the winter season, the plants used to shed their leaves, but so many plants together, they had become totally bare. Bare means naked, without any leaves. Okay, so all the trees had become bare, so it was very weird occurrence. Everyone was talking about it when suddenly Bhairav Chakravarti said, "Why is Bonku so late today?" So they were discussing about this thing when suddenly Bhairav Chakravarti, he said that why Banku Bihari has not come yet, why he is running so late. Everyone stopped talking, everybody stopped. So far no one had noticed Bonku Babu's absent. अभी तक किसी ने ये सोचा नहीं था, ये इस बात पे गौर नहीं किया था कि बोंकू बिहारी तो आज आया ही नहीं. I don't think Bankum will show his face here today. Didn't he get an earful yesterday? उसके जो पहले वाला दिन था, जिस दिन वो एकदम अपसेट हो गए वहाँ से निकले थे, उस दिन के एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से सबको लग रहा था, निधु बाबू को लग रहा था स्पेशली, कि वो आज अपना चेहरा यहाँ पे नहीं दिखाएगा. I don't think Banku will show up his face here today. Didn't he get an earful yesterday when he tried to open his mouth? Said Nidhu Babu. No. Shripati Babu sounded concerned. It seemed that Shripati Babu was concerned that how can a person of his community, his setup, his meeting is absent. So he was concerned about the absence. We must have Bonku. हमें तो Bonku को बुलाना चाहिए. राम कनाई, go and see if you can get hold of him. जाओ देखो क्या तुमको वो मिलता है, and if मिलता है तो fetch him. Okay, I'll go as soon as I have had my tea. So here Ram Kanai, he's saying that उसको कोई जल्दी नहीं है. He is not so much concerned कि बोंकू बाबू आते हैं या नहीं आते, तो he is like कि मैं अपनी चाय खत्म कर लूँ आराम से, फिर जाता हूँ. Replied Ram Kanai and was about to take a sip, और एक चाय की चुस्की लेने जा रहे थे. When Bonku Babu entered the room, जब ऐसा जैसे ही वो चाय की चुस्की लेना जा रहा था राम कनाई, वैसे ही बोंकू बाबू की एंट्री हुई. No, to say entered would be wrong. The author is saying कि अगर मैं सिर्फ ये कहूँ कि एंट्री हुई तो गलत हो जाएगा. Why गलत हो जाएगा? It was as if a small hurricane swept inside in the guise of a short dark man throwing everyone into stunned silence. Hurricane is what? Hurricane is like a तूफान, है ना, a form of तूफान. सिंपल मीनिंग में समझ लेते हैं कि लाइक अ तूफान. सो एंट्री बस नहीं हुई थी, ऐसा लगा कोई तूफान आ गया, और ऐसा तूफान कि एकदम सब लोग एकदम हक्के बक्के रह गए, और ऐसा लगा कि कोई तूफान किस भेस में आया है, एक छोटे डार्क स्किन पर्सन के रूप में आ गया है रूम में. देन इट swung into action. Swung into action means बोंको बिहारी when he entered he just got into action. उसको जो भी कहना था, जो भी करना था, he started. Bonku Babu burst into a guffaw. Guffaw means very loud and ferocious laugh is guffaw. So and laughed uproariously for a whole minute, almost a minute. He kept laughing very loudly, the like of which no one had heard before, not even Bonku Babu himself. The like of which no one had heard before मतलब ऐसी हंसी किसी ने वहां पे, यहाँ तक कि बोंकू बाबू ने भी पहले कभी नहीं सुनी थी. When he could finally stop, he cleared his throat and began speaking. और जब वो फाइनली अपने आप को रोक पाए, उसके बाद वो अपनी गला साफ करके उन्होंने कहना शुरू किया. Friends, I have great pleasure in telling you that this is the last time you will see me at your meetings. उन्होंने ऐसा अनाउंस किया कि दोस्तों, मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है तुम्हें ये बताने में कि आज की ये जो मेरी प्रेजेंस है इस मीटिंग में, ये आखिरी प्रेजेंस होगी. द ओनली रीजन आई एम हियर टुडे इज सिंपली दैट आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू अ फ्यू ट्रुथ्स बिफोर आई गो. और जो एकमात्र रीजन है, एकमात्र रीजन है कि मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, वो सिर्फ इसलिए हूँ क्योंकि मैं कुछ सच्चाइयाँ हैं ऐसी जो तुम्हें आप सबको बताना चाहता हूँ इसके पहले कि मैं चला जाऊँ. नंबर 1, सबसे पहला, दिस इज फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. ये आप सब के लिए है. यू ऑल स्पीक अ ग्रेट डील ऑफ एब्सोल्यूट रबिश. तुम सब लोग जो बहुत सारी बातें करते हो वो बिल्कुल किसी काम की नहीं होती हैं, एकदम वेस्ट होती हैं, रबिश होती हैं. ओनली इडियट्स टॉक ऑफ थिंग्स दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट. सिर्फ ऐसे इडियट्स होते हैं, स्टूपिड पीपल होते हैं, जिनके पास, जो उन चीज़ों के बारे में बात करते हैं जिनके बारे में वो कुछ भी नहीं जानते, उनको पता कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. नंबर 2, दिस इज फॉर यू, दिस इज फॉर चंडी बाबू. ही सेइंग कि दूसरी बात मुझे चंडी बाबू के लिए कहनी है. एट योर एज, हाइडिंग अदर पीपल्स शूज एंड अम्ब्रेलाज इज नॉट जस्ट चाइल्डिश बट टोटली स्टूपिड एंड रॉन्ग. ही इज टेलिंग चंडी बाबू कि तुम्हारी इस उम्र में लोगों के छाते और उनके शूज छुपाना सिर्फ चाइल्डिश बिहेवियर नहीं है, बल्कि गलत है और स्टूपिड है. काइंडली रिटर्न माई अम्ब्रेला एंड ब्राउन कैनवस शूज टू माई हाउस टुमारो. एंड ही जस्ट ऑर्डर्ड हिम कि जो तुमने मेरा अम्ब्रेला और ब्राउन कैनवस शूज छुपाए हैं उसको चुपचाप से मेरे घर कल पहुंचा देना. नीरू बाबू, इफ यू कॉल मी बंकम आई शैल कॉल यू निटविट. ओके, सो अगर आप मेरे को बंकम बंकम बुलाएंगे तो मैं आपको निटविट बुलाऊंगा. निटविट मीन समबडी हु हैज लेस इंटेलिजेंस. ओके, एंड यू मस्ट लर्न टू लिव विद दैट. और आपको आदत हो जानी चाहिए फिर इसके साथ जीने की, क्योंकि मैं तो बुलाऊंगा अगर आप मेरे को बंकम बंकम बुलाएंगे. And Shripati Babu, you are an important man, of course. You must have chamchas, sycophants. Sycophants are chamchas only, right? So those people who flatter. So he is saying that Shripati Babu, आप एक जाने माने important person हैं इस village के, तो obviously आपको चमचे चाहिए. But let me tell you, लेकिन मैं आपको एक बात बता दूँ. From today you can count me out. From today I am not one of your chamchas. If you like, I can send my cat to you. It's quite good at licking feet. So he, such an important person of the village, and still Bonku Babu is not afraid to say what he thinks about Shripati Babu, and he's telling him that you have a lot of flatterers and maybe you like them, but I am not one of them. And if you like, since I am going, if you like, I will send my cat to you, because my cat is very nice at licking feet. At flattery. And oh, you are here as well, Poncha Babu. Poncha Babu, usually he was not there, so that day he was there. So he observed, Bonku Babu observed him also in the room, and he said, Let me inform you and everyone else that last night an Ang arrived from the planet Cranius and landed on the pond in your bamboo grove. He informed everyone and Poncha Ghosh that a UFO had landed with an Ang from the planet Cranius in the pond, and they had a long chat. Okay, we had a long chat. The man, sorry, the Ang was most amiable. Amiable means very pleasant, having a very nice disposition, friendly nature. No, उसका natural जो aura था, जो natural उसका बात करने का या as a creature उसका जो भी तरीका था, that was very nice and very friendly. Bonku Babu finished his speech and slapped Bhairav Chakravarti's back so hard that he choked. है ना, जैसे इसके पहले हमने देखा था कि भैरव चक्रवर्ती बहुत तेज से पीठ पे मारते हैं बोंकू बिहारी के, वैसे ही अपनी स्पीच खत्म करने के बाद बोंकू बाबू ने बहुत तेज से भैरव चक्रवर्ती की पीठ पे मारा अपनी बात कह के, एंड सच ऐसे पैट किया कि भैरव चक्रवर्ती ऑलमोस्ट चोक ऐसा, ठीक है. So then he made his exit, striding out with a bounce and a whistle. So he finished everything and then he made a very nice exit also, just like he had made his entry. And he was striding means कूद फान के जा रहे थे, बहुत खुशी खुशी बाउंस करते हुए जा रहे थे और सीटी बजाते हुए जा रहे थे. Whistling is सीटी बजाना, सीटी बजाते हुए जा रहे थे. His eyes sparkling, that was the sparkle of bravery, the sparkle of not thinking about what somebody will think about me, what I have to the freedom of not caring, है ना, the freedom of having spoken against his bullies, that was the sparkle in his eyes, Bonko Bihari's eyes. His head held high, अब वो सर ऊंचा करके जा सकते थे because अब उनको किसी से डर नहीं था. In the same instant a cup fell from Ram Kanai's hand, है ना, कप फेल, एकदम बिल्कुल ड्रामेटिक एंडिंग हो रही है चैप्टर की कि राम कन्हैया के हाथ से कप छूट गया, ठीक है, शैटरिंग इनटू पीसेस. इट इज अ सिंबल आल्सो, आई वुड से, वेयर आप देख सकते हो कि जस्ट लाइक व्हेन बोंको बिहारी हैड हिज पर्सनालिटी बिल्ट अप, तो बाकियों का क्या हुआ, ईगो शैटर हो गया, जस्ट लाइक द कप इन राम कन्हैया's hand, okay, into pieces, splattering hot tea on most of the others. Hot tea on most of the others is another symbolism where we can see that सब एकदम जन भूल के राख हो गए कि अरे भाई ये तो एलियन से भी मिल लिया और इसके अंदर इतना ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस भी आ गया. सो नोबडी वॉज एबल टू बिलीव एंड एवरीबडी वॉज जेलस ऑफ बोंको बिहारीज न्यू पर्सनैलिटी. Okay, so this is the end of part 3 and the chapter Bonku Babu's friend. I must say it is a very nice chapter where we have learnt a lot of things. Again, I'll give you just a 5-minute information, the main parts that you should take care of. You should know the personality of Bonku Bihari before and after meeting Ang. Many times it comes as a comparison question. Then you should remember in which school he was teaching and which village he was living and which subjects he was teaching, Bonko Bihari. Then you have to remember the age of Bonko Bihari Datta and Ang, and also what he saw through the tube, what he experienced while going towards the UFO, what chat he had with Ang. And the most important thing that happened with Bonko Bihari Datta was what had happened, what was that thing that Ang taught Bonko Bihari that changed his life forever, and why was this meeting important. So questions can come in both the ways, right? So question can come that explain why after meeting Ang, personality of Bonko Bihari Datta changed completely. This is one question that can come. And the other question can come that explain the significance, importance of the meeting between Ang and Bonko Bihari Datta. So both the questions have the same answer, just the presentation is going to be different. And you should also mention the last part of the you should also take care of the last part of the chapter where Bonku Bihari finally stands up against his bullies. So that is all, and please watch part 1 and 2 of this chapter also, so that you are able to understand and grasp every aspect, every word, every sentence of this chapter. I have explained each and everything very in great detail. I'll make a summary video of also of this chapter for those of you who want to complete the chapter in just one go. It will be very beneficial for you all. And as I have told before also, I'll ask again, please let me know what you are liking in the videos, what do you want me to work upon, which style would you prefer. Tell me everything. I will be more than happy to work upon it, and let us do it. Stay tuned for next chapters and study well. Bye bye.